Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to a brand new video on Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2. My name is... Super glad to see you guys here for a brand new Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 video. This time, we are talking about the top 5 things that we want to see out of Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3. Now, this list in no way covers everything. Everything! Too cringy? Okay, sorry. This list in no way covers everything that we want to see, but the top 5 things that I think that you and I both want to see in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3. Let's get right into it.
It's the end for you, Trunks.
Alright, yo, so drop me at number 5 on this top 5 list of things that I think that you and I would both want to see on Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 is something like mentor combat styles. So let's just say you go up to a hit, and once you fight him and you do all of his trainings, whatever like that, the last thing that you unlock on lesson 3 or lesson 4 would be how to fight like Hit. Now, I don't know how difficult or easy this would be to make because all the different character models they have their own specific way of fighting that it's like specific to their character model size. But don't you think it would be super dope if we were trained by Hit that your CAC would fight like Hit? Now, obviously, when I'm thinking about character models and character sizes, like if you had a Frieza race character or maybe a Namekian character, it might be impossible for them to fight like Hit. So maybe you would have to have like a thing where if you were a human, you could fight like Hit, or if you were a human and Saiyan, you could fight like Hit or something like that. Also, too, like the fighting style with Zamasu, what would happen if CACs were given the ability to fight like Zamasu? Now, I know Zamasu has sort of like an infinite aura slide, how he fights, and you can put the aura slide on him as a CAC move, and that might make a CAC kind of overpowered. So that might be sort of like a pro and con as to, you know, having mentor fighting styles, but I definitely think that would be something cool, something to explore. Maybe it might be a mistake, maybe it might not be a mistake, but I know for certainty at some point in time in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, I've wished, like, man, I wish that I could change the way that my CAC fights. And you know, talking about CAC model sizes, this is something else that I wanted to add on this list, but it didn't quite make it, is talking about the model sizes. Like, you know how we have specific model sizes for CACs, and I wanted to put this on this list, but didn't quite make it. Look at Krillin's model size. He is literally a kid-sized character. He looks as small as Trunks, as small as Goten, as small as GT Little Goku. So why not have a model size for CAC that you can customize that's as small as Krillin, GT, or Goku, or anything like that? You know, that'd be kind of cool to think. You know, what about Krillin's fighting style? Is Krillin's fighting style like specifically like designed for Krillin? Would they be able to do that in the code or whatever like that, how they made the game? I'm not too sure on the whole technical terms of it like that, but you know, is Krillin's fighting style specifically tailored to that size character? Would it be so far out of the realm of possibility to have Krillin's fight style on a regular size CAC? Would we have to have a smaller character style? Now, for certainty, yeah, I do want a smaller character style. I want a slimmer style, and you know, that's something I probably want to explore in another top 5 video. Now, talking about Saiyans, alright, you have a number of different Saiyan mentors in the game, Bardock being one of them. How cool would it be to be able to fight like Bardock? How cool would it be to be able to fight like Turles and have all these different fight styles, varieties available to you? That would be pretty dope because they only have the one fighting style for Saiyans, and you know, you can do, well, actually two, the female Saiyan and the male Saiyan, and I think that would be pretty dope to have. Looking at the Namekian. Now, this is where things get kind of weird a little bit because there are only like maybe 3 Namekians in the game, Nail, Piccolo, and Slug, and they all have their specific ways of fighting. Now, I'm not too sure. I have a Namekian character, and I don't play with Piccolo too much, so I don't know if their fighting styles are similar, if their combos are exactly the same. So if you have the answer to that, definitely let me know what the similarities, differences are, or if they're exactly the same down in the comments below, and maybe we can explore if having a Namekian fighting style would actually work. Now, obviously, because of the Namekian noodle arms, their Mystic Attack is what it was called in other Dragon Ball games, you know, you probably couldn't do the Mystic Attack on other characters. However, in Dragon Ball Universe, stranger things have happened. You know, you never know. Your human CAC might be able to, if he's fighting like Piccolo, he might develop a way to get the noodle arms. You never know. It's just... it's just anything could happen in this game, and I think at this point Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 is going to be, if it happens, our game, and the things that we want in the game I think they're going to do, because if the end of Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 has shown us anything, is that they're willing to do what we want them to do for our game. We got the UI Goku, we got all this different stuff to put in the game to make it, tailored to us, make it better. I feel like towards the end here that they're just trying some things to see, hey, is this good? Should we put this in Xenoverse 3 like the Limit Burst thing? I don't think that's a really good idea, but we're going to talk about that in another video. Top 5 things to leave out of Dragon Ball Xenoverse. Please don't steal that idea. I'm going to make that video, top 5 things to leave out of Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 or Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 that's in Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 now. Also, another race character style, now I'm not too sure, just like the Namekian, is the Frieza race character. How about, does the Frieza race CAC, does it fight like Golden Frieza? Does it fight like Final Form Frieza? Does it fight like that voice cracked though. Does it fight like First Form Frieza? I don't know. I don't use the CAC for the Frieza races too much, so if you do know the answer to that, definitely let me know that down in the comments below. But I think that if you do make a Frieza race character and you get mentored by Metal Frieza, you get, not Metal Frieza, but Metal Cooler or Final Form Cooler, you could definitely have their different fighting styles, and I think that's just unique. I mean, all of this is all about customization, and I think Dragon Ball Xenoverse at its core is a game that they wanted us to be able to customize to suit our playstyle. Look at the CAC and how we were able to change the moveset on our CAC. And I think that Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 needs to really explore the ability to customize further. I think that in actuality, this game is just like literally customizing Dragon Ball fighting to the way that we, the player, wants to play it, right? Okay. Alright, so dropping at number 4 on this list is a transformation that was really hyped up a few DLCs back. You remember this? Super Saiyan Rage. Everyone was all hyped thinking that we were going to get this new transformation in the game called Super Saiyan Rage, and for the most part, a lot of people were for it, but there were some people who were really against it. They were like saying that Saiyans have too many transformations in the game altogether. And I agree, Saiyans do have a lot of transformations, but I said it before, and I'll say it now, and I'll keep saying it. Dragon Ball, to me, and this is just my opinion, is an anime about Goku who is a Saiyan. The reason why Saiyans have so many transformations in the game is because the anime follows the life of Goku, who is a Saiyan, and explores all different possibilities of different variations of transformations that he has. So it just stands to reason that a game called Dragon Ball is going to focus a lot on Saiyan transformations because of everything that the Saiyans were able to do in Dragon Ball. And I know it's kind of unfortunate if people want to play other races like Human, Namekian, and the Frieza race characters. They don't really have a lot of transformations, with the exception of the Frieza races. We saw Frieza in Dragon Ball Z go through like 19 different transformations, and then you've got the Metal Cooler, then you got Final Form Cooler and stuff like that. So maybe if Frieza races could be the exception to the rule, they could have more transformations in that respect if they choose to do it. But just defending the whole Saiyan transformation thing and how they have too much, the show is about Saiyans, so obviously people want to be able to do what they see the Goku and Vegeta do in Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball Z, and I am no exception to the rule. I want my Saiyan character, because I like the Saiyans, I want my Saiyan to be able to do all the different transformations that all the Saiyans did in Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super. But then when you think about this, you got to think, what would the transformation for Super Saiyan Rage actually do? Like, what would it do for your character? You know, how you have the Super Saiyan, it focuses on melee attacks, how you have Super Vegeta 2 that focuses on Ki Blast attacks. You have the Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, like it crazy gives you a crazy boost, but it drains your ki. What would a Super Saiyan Rage transformation do for you? I think that Super Saiyan Rage would be something that lasted for a very short amount of time and maybe gave you a crazy insane boost to both melee and Ki Blast attacks at the same time, and maybe have it be like Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan, where once you transform, it probably like drains your ki slowly, but it does give you that crazy boost, especially if you have maybe some Super Soul on called Letting Yourself Rage or something like that, that really boosted the enhance or the effects of that transformation. Alright, now making its way onto this list at number 3 is the overpowered transformation of Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan KAIOKEN. This transformation was made popular by the end of Dragon Ball Super at the Tournament of Power, where Goku would be, Super Saiyan God, and whenever he needed an extra boost of power, he would transform into KAIOKEN and just get it done, alright? But he couldn't do that to Jiren for some reason, because Jiren was just ODOP. But how would this transformation translate into the game? Because obviously, whenever you have fought a Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan KAIOKEN transformed Goku in the game, their snap vanishes are just ridiculous. Like, they have infinite snap vanishes, and I think that for the most part is actually really, really unfair to somebody, so it's kind of cheap in sort of a way. So how would they translate this transformation over into a CAC to make it not cheap? I think that's going to be the challenge there with making this transformation in the game, because I definitely think that this transformation deserves a place in the game, especially if they gave us a KAIOKEN, especially if they gave us Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan transformation. The only thing I could think to do with this transformation for CACs is to give it an OD drain on health, so that sort of stops people from abusing it, and maybe give it like a small time limit or something like that. Maybe make it break your stamina if you use it for too long. I don't know. I'm interested to hear what you guys would think, how to regulate a Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan KAIOKEN transformation. I mean, looking at all the other different transformations they're already in the game, I mean, maybe you could sort of combine the effects of KAIOKEN with Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan. Who knows? Number 2 on this list, Ultra Instinct transformation. This was really tough to put this at number 2 on this list, but I had to make a decision based on what we've seen of Ultra Instinct in the game so far. And honestly, I think that Ultra Instinct Goku looks really, really good, but based on the gameplay, I don't like the way the character is made. So I think that if they do put Ultra Instinct in the game, it would have to be just a little bit better. I think that the whole stamina thing is a really big problem with this. I need my stamina when I fight. I mean, I realize that they're trying to make it as close to the anime as possible, and for the most part, I feel like they did a really good job, how Goku only has so much stamina because at the end of the Tournament of Power, he really didn't have that much stamina, and he was basically just reliant on, dodging and stuff like that. But I think that if you're putting Ultra Instinct into a Dragon Ball Xenoverse game for us to play as, I think that it needs to be, I don't know, better. Just better, I guess. I think that if they give us the transformation, I think that it would be a lot better for us because we have the ability to raise our character's stamina. So I think that an Ultra Instinct transformation for us might be sort of ODOP because it's going to give us that automatic data input and just give us this really cool aura. And when you really think about it, isn't that what just Ultra Instinct really is? Just a really cool aura and data input that just happens automatically. What else would the transformation entail? I guess maybe weaken your all attacks, maybe? Because to me, it just doesn't seem that when they were describing it, and let me know your feedback about this in the comments below. This is just what I got away from it, is that when Goku first went Ultra Instinct before he mastered it or whatever like that, he wasn't hitting harder. He's just Goku with Ultra Instincts. He just dodges. I think, and I might be completely wrong about this, I think that if Ultra Instinct Goku and Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan KAIOKEN Goku got into a punching contest, never mind the Ultra Instinct dodging part, if they were just trading blows, I think that an Ultra Instinct Goku would not hit harder than a Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan KAIOKEN Goku. I think the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan KAIOKEN Goku would hit a lot harder. Now, for the most part, it would be a lot harder for the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku to hit the Ultra Instinct Goku. Let me know your thoughts about that. And what would this transformation entail? Alright, yeah, you guessed it. Dropping in at number 1 on this list of the most requested things that I've seen wanted for CACs for Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 is the Super Saiyan Rosè transformation. And let's talk about what could possibly be the benefits of being able to transform. So you're looking at Goku Black's stats right now before he transforms. He's not doing too hot on the stamina. His ki is okay. His health is doing pretty good. His stamina is doing pretty good. I mean, pretty much he's all around kind of balanced character for the most part with the save of that stamina. Now looking over at Rosè Goku Black, how he transformed, he takes a cut in the ki and he raises his stamina a little bit. His health goes up a lot, his blast goes up a lot, his ki blast, his strength. So basically everything about him is enhanced except for his ki is actually decreased a little bit. So can we just sort of infer from that that this Super Saiyan Rosè transformation sort of boosts everything except for ki? So then the question becomes, what does this transformation mean for our CACs? Now, in my opinion, and let me know what you think, if you think different or if this is actually wrong, definitely let me know it too, is that the Super Saiyan Rose transformation is the equivalent of Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan transformation. I don't know. I mean, it's a Super Saiyan transformation with divine ki. So I think that's what Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan is. And I think that a Rosè transformation would be sort of the same thing. Now, when you're thinking about this, I'm like saying to myself, well, maybe a Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan transformation would be like the Super Saiyan transformation. And then Super Saiyan Rosè would be like the Super Vegeta transformation. One focuses on melee attacks. One focuses on ki blast attacks. So maybe the Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan is the thing that, you know, does what it does. You get this massive power up, but it drains your ki faster. So basically, you know, if it's draining your ki, you have ridiculous OD power with ki blast for a short time. So maybe this one, because Rosè Goku Black loves to use that ki blade. I mean, I know it's a blade made of ki, but it's literally a physical melee attack. He's hitting you with a blade. So maybe you gain just a crazy boost in melee attack or something like that, like with regular Super Saiyan. I don't know. I'm just interested to hear what you think about this transformation and how it would actually affect your CAC in terms of a Xenoverse 3 game. I know that there are probably some people out there who are saying, you know what, this should have been on the list, this is trash. Just let me know down in the comments below in a nice and positive way what you thought should be on this list, what you thought should be prioritized over this list. If you think that Ultra Instinct should be at number 1, let me know that down in the comments below, because I think that maybe if there is a game developer that may be watching this video, or maybe other YouTubers might be watching this video that have a bigger audience than me, and they decide to make sort of the same video that, let's just help the community out, you know, because we want to see definitely a better Dragon Ball Xenoverse 3 game. I'm all about seeing a better Xenoverse 3 game because the game is actually really good. You can say all the trash that you want about Xenoverse 2, but Xenoverse 2 literally is something that we all spent so much time playing. So much time getting better at. I mean, I know as far as fighting games go, this isn't actually a very decent fighting game, but it is a fun game to play, and it is a fun game to play with your friends. 3v3s, parallel quests, the fun of getting all the attacks. I think that the most fun to be had in Dragon Ball Xenoverse, any Xenoverse game, is going to be that first month that you get the game where you're in this mad dash to get all these moves, and yeah, I don't know. I just really like the game. I really like the franchise, and I think that Xenoverse 3 is going to be a really good game. I just think that maybe we could sort of help the process along by letting the people know what we want to see and what we don't want to see. Like I said earlier, I'm going to make more videos. I think this is going to be the sort of thing that I'm going to focus on in the near future, is top 5 things that we want, top 5 things that we want, top 5 things that we don't want, top 5 things that needs to stay, top 5 things that, you know, need to be added into the game, stuff like that. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Definitely let me know your feedback down in the comment section below, because I really do want to hear what your thoughts are about this game. And maybe next time I make a top 5 things to add, if I see that there are a lot of people in the comments saying, yo, we need to add this, I'll put that in there, and maybe, you know, let, you know, some of those comments that were in the comment section of this video be shown in that video. You guys continue to have a great rest of your day, and I will see you on the next Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2 video. Peace out.